and dragons! Authors and dragons!
Hey there, this is Sue London, aka the half-orc Elizabete, who doesn't mind sleeping during episodes as long as she has a badger to cuddle. You might also know me as the author of Regency romance books, especially my Badass Haberdasher series. You can find my books at bysuelondon.com, and on Twitter you can always find me as Commander Sue, that's at CMDRSUE.
Hi, I'm Misty Massey. I'm going to be playing the carefree, cheerful, loving cleric Malibu. She wants everybody to get along, except Silas Kane, of course. In real life, I am the author of the Mad Kestrel series of books that take place on the rollicking ocean, pirates and magic, what could be better? And if you'd like to keep up with what I'm doing, you can find me at mistymassey.com.
I am Melissa MacArthur, and I am playing Polly D. Arton, the country music bard, on a quest to prove that there is room for more than one bard in this big wide world. In real life, I am the associate publisher at Falstaff Books, and I will eventually have something cooler to say than that.
Hey everybody, I am Emily Kaplan. I'll be playing the role of Claudia, Baron Liebhaber, the not very notorious roguette, who loves bears and was grew up in a traveling circus. In real life, I write the Josie Tucker Mystery Series, and look for the forthcoming Virtual Vigilante series from Falstaff Books.
Obviously, we've saved the best for last. I am Baroness Elitas Moonbrook, but you can call me Ella, because you just won't get it right otherwise. In real life, or the simulation that we consider to be real life, my name is Teresa Glover, and I write the Caitlin Kelly Monster Hunter series with Falstaff Books. My newest release is Time in Mind, and you can find that anywhere you buy books. Trouble in Mind. Why did I say that? Damn, I'm bad. I'm bad at this. Trouble in Mind is the newest release. You can find that at Falstaff Books or anywhere that you can purchase digital or physical copies of books.
All right, and that leaves me. I am R.E. Carr, the admiral of this asshole armada and your game master tonight. In real life, I write the urban fantasy series Rules Undying, published by Kindle Press, and I also write the False Icon series with a certain Silas Kane, aka Rick Gualtieri. Oh boy. And who knows, maybe by the time this is out, I will have finally completed a bucket list item of beating Joe Brassi in producing a Shingles novel. Keep in mind that Guy in Real Life will be released on November 1st, 2020. When last we left off, everything was fine, right, ladies?
Fabulous.
Everything was fine.
Everything's always fine.
Let's go ahead and load up the map and see if anything's on fire. Thank goodness. No fire this time. When last we did meet, I believe that our very own Claudia Baron Liebhaben was attempting to save the life of a very listless badger by giving him a potion that she has bargained with a strange boy to meet with some donkeys at sunset to meet with a pirate. There were also dumplings, and Elizabeta was taking a nap. Did I miss anything?
It's a good nap.
Badger, donkeys, dumplings, check.
Yep, badgers, donkeys, and dumplings. Oh my. I do see that Miss Malibu and Polly were up at the stage, where they had met some very aloof yet intriguing elves. Do you ladies have anything else you'd like to do? Or do you want to check on your poor friends?
Well, I was just trying to pull Polly away from the druids before they took her and kept her.
They kind of should keep me. I'm pretty awesome.
Yes, but we like you too.
Oh.
We want to keep you for ourselves.
Well, she said we can go to the Grove later, so yeah, let's just do that. We'll go to the Grove later.
Okay.
Is it time for donkeys?
It's still
Claudia really wants to see the donkeys.
Okay.
Are you two
There's
ladies?
donkeys?
Yeah, let's go see the donkeys.
It's not that kind of donkey show.
Oh,
So, Malibu and Polly, are you coming back to check on your friends then?
Yes, let's go look at the donkeys.
Yeah, donkeys.
There haven't been any donkeys yet. Come on,
Oh.
ladies. Herd the cats. Herd the cats. Herd the cats. There is also a kind of skeevy owlbear looking at all of you and rubbing his little feathered, are they fingers? Wingtips? Whatever owlbears have. And staring mostly at Claudia, who, is in a dress?
oh Lord.
Did you ever...
Back off, feathery butt.
What does her kimono look like?
You picked brown. Did you not brown and gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl, that's awesome.
Yeah. Right. Whatever. I can clean up when I want to.
Can you want to more often?
Yeah, Malibu is over here having a fit over the kimono.
Oh yeah, it's well tailored. She somehow managed to pick the nicest, fanciest one almost in the whole stock.
Oh God. Donkeys. Let's go.
Yay, donkeys!
Oh, donkeys, yeah, okay.
Well, to be fair, it's not quite sunset, and Elisabetta is still asleep. And everyone roll perception unless you have animal handling, please. If you have animal handling, you may roll it. Well, I mean, it depends on when you want to wake up from your nap. Did anyone wake up Elisabetta, or are you just leaving her napping?
No, I think the badger, honey, woke her up right after I gave her the
Oh yeah,
potion.
the honey was on your chest rooting around. So, yes, you may, and oh my gosh, you may. Let's hear what everyone has.
Ella rolled an 8.
And that was perception?
Correct.
Polly rolled a 10 in animal handling.
Elizabeth
Elisabetta?
rolled a 22 in animal handling.
Ooh, my.
I've got a 14 in perception.
And Claudia.
I have a -2 in animal handling. Do you want me to still roll?
No. You got a 18 in your perception roll?
Yeah.
Let's start with you. You kind of smell something.
Is it me?
No, for once. That's why it's unusual. I would also say, Malibu, you get a whiff of something a little pungy, but keep in mind, you guys are at a bazaar, and there is an owlbear, and Claudia is around you.
You know, I've been to these markets before. It doesn't bother me too much. I just kind of hold my hand up against my nose as, you know.
Elizabeth? You, however, it's badger flatulence.
Ew.
Honey. What did you
It was
eat?
the shrimps.
Is that a fart cloud icon?
That is a first cloud icon.
Nice.
Great.
It is that noticeable. It is indeed badger flatulence. And not just normal, because badgers, of course, are omnivores, so it could be anything. This is distinctly odiferous. No moving yet.
Damn it.
So badger flatulence is actually sentient?
What better way to start your day than badger farts? Am I right, ladies?
Ugh. Gross.
Uh-huh.
And with that, can I please have... Click on your tokens, girls. I need you to roll for initiative.
Are we fighting the fart clouds? Oh my God.
We might need to survive.
Did I get any hit points back from my nap? Because I'm not feeling so good.
You do. Short rest, you get 1 hit point or 1 hit die back, please, Elizabeth.
As soon as I remember what my hit dice are.
I think as a half-orc ranger, is it D10? D10 plus 2, yes. So 11 hit points back, Elizabeth. You might or might not need them. Has everybody rolled?
I believe I have both rocked and rolled.
Death by farts. Let's do this.
We're at you, Elizabeth. So, yeah. First off, in the start of the round, can I please have a Constitution saving throw?
From everybody?
No, it's on your turn, so.
Okay.
Elizabeth?
Honey, that is rank.
Yeah, you're actually, every roll this turn will be at disadvantage. There is a big cloud of badger farts. Honey, it is actually about 5 feet by 5 feet and sparkly and slightly
What did
reddish.
you has she ever done this before?
Not that you're aware of. You've actually never encountered a sentient badger fart, but you're welcome if you'd like to roll. I don't even know what the roll. I guess that's animal handling.
Well, I think I'll start with just like waving, right? Waving things away. Away. Get away from me. Can I step back?
Of course. I mean, yeah, it's just you're gonna be at disadvantage and half movement speed because it's that rank.
I just stumble backwards and I tell her to like do something with herself. Honey, you can't no. This is no. No.
Are you doing anything?
I don't
else?
think I can do anything else.
Okay, please end your turn.
Lucky Polly so far away.
Okay, Polly. Please start your turn with a Constitution saving throw.
Polly rolls a 22.
I will about to say, what are people complaining about? For some reason, like, I guess the smell of dumplings and the cat fur in your nose has somehow defended you. Like, you have a perfect barricade of cat fur in your nose.
Maybe it's the hairspray.
Or the hairspray.
I smell pretty good.
Yeah, you don't understand, but there's a cloud of sparkling badger flatulence. Elizabetta has stumbled away from it and is looking a little green instead of her usual mauve.
Oh, that's really not a good color on you.
And there is a cloud of badger flatulence. What do you do?
I'm going to just kind of back away a little bit more.
Okay.
And I reckon that's it.
Make a perception check.
A 4.
No, nothing. Can end your turn unless you want to do something else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Claudia,
Okay. Constitution save.
start your turn with a con. What is this? You smelled worse on yourself.
Claudia is thinking about that potion she gave Honey and is wondering if she should go back and get another one so she can weaponize her own farts.
Duly noted. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, she's gonna cross her arms right there and stay where she is. Nothing's bothering her.
Make a perception check, please.
Okay. 18.
Okay, you hear something very faint. It almost sounds like doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Like an alarm or like I'm going crazy?
Like a sound that sounds like doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Like it's Wayne's World and we're going through a vision.
It's the Dewey Decimal
Yes.
System again.
It's the Dewey Decimal System.
Woohoo!
I was gonna say, would you like to do anything else?
I think she's gonna stand her ground and just like hang out and see what's going on. She's not really bothered by anything.
So that would bring us to Ella's turn. Start with a con save.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not anything that is good for you. You're now at disadvantage for this turn, and are very woozy. Your movement is halved.
Okay.
But yeah, this is an unholy stench. This smells like poverty.
Oh God, that's awful.
Pure poverty. Dare I say it? A generic pumpkin spice latte smell.
Oh, that's hideous.
And a Walmart candle.
Oh, even worse. Because I know that Polly generally smells more like hairspray than anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and just walk behind her and hope to, deflect the cloud with her hairspray.
Because of the Mr. Owlbear and your movement penalty, you can actually only get to next to her.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, just to clarify, you're more wobbling. Just to let
Gotcha.
you know.
Okay.
Can I have that perception roll? Unless you want to do something else.
Sure.
Keep in mind you are at disadvantage.
Believe at the 10.
Doot, doot. You just sort of hear like a doot. Would you like to do anything else?
I'm just gonna scope out the area and kind of mentally do the math because I'm thinking if I take burning hands, I can make the fart cloud go away. Like lighting a match.
But keep in mind, the fart cloud is still coming from the badger anus.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll at least consider it and do the math. I won't do anything.
These are
yet.
words I never thought I'd say in D&D. Please note the fart cloud is still connected to the badger anus.
Okay. And then I'll pass.
So now you should be able to hit, and we got Malibu.
Okay. That would be an 8.
You are also at disadvantage, feeling very green. Like, it smells like Silas Kane
Ooh. Yuck.
on a bad day.
Okay, I'm moving over to my friend.
Keep in mind you have, you can get 3, so that is. Would you like to do anything else?
Besides run away? I'm wishing. Yes, no. So.
All right, perception check, please.
That would be a 10.
Do, 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 do. Just a few beats, maybe sounds. You're kind of overwhelmed by the phylactery assault.
Okay.
All right, please EOT.
So, unfortunately, just so you know, Honey's ability that was chosen was keen smell.
Oh yes. Oh dear. Oh poor Honey.
So she's disgusted by herself?
Oh Honey.
I have a dog that every time she farts, she jumps up and runs away. So yeah, I think that
The badger's unconscious. The badger is unconscious.
The badger gassed herself.
The badger down. We have a badger down. All right, Elizabeth.
I am of course very concerned now that my badger has passed out.
And keep in mind, the flatulence cloud is still attached to your
And
badger.
emanating. Yes, it is
It
emanating.
is emanating. There is a umbilical flatulence.
I am going to assess my badger.
His keen smell seems to have overwhelmed the senses. He has literally farted himself unconscious.
So
in your expert opinion.
I think I know people like this.
So Honey is surrounded by the fart, or
it's like think like an umbilical, like a baby fart.
well, that's what I'm
attached-
wondering. Can
yes,
I reach
next-
in and try to start dragging the badger
You-
away from the cloud?
It is possible. Please start. You are at half movement and disadvantage. So keep in mind. Would you like to move and
I will
drag your
step
badger? You could
one-
probably get
one step forward.
You got 2 squares.
So, do I need to make a strength check?
Strength check at disadvantage, but it is easy. No, you are overwhelmed by the gas. I need a Constitution save.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh
I
God.
don't know. I would say you have been gassed unconscious for this round, please.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
Oh God, Honey, what have you done?
That's just not a way, not something you ever thought you would, words I never thought I'd say. There we go. We have now 2 people unconscious from the flatulence. Polly, what are you doing? Oh, 3.
Polly's gonna nope right out of the whole thing and just kind of stand here and maybe back up just a little bit more. So Polly's gonna kind of go that away.
Okay. Can you make your Constitution save, please?
Yep.
You are not at disadvantage.
Polly rolls. Okay.
Basically, you're just like, what is everyone complaining about?
People seem to be falling out, so I'm just kind of getting away a little bit.
Polly's from the
Malibu?
country. She's used to these animal smells.
Can everyone see the markings of those that are unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little
Let's get this clear. I mean, Polly is a country music bard. She hangs out with a lot of people who eat a lot of fried food. This probably hasn't even, reached the level of her notice yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, nobody started sweating garlic, and the meat sweats haven't started, so I think we're good.
It definitely smells like the all-you-could-eat buffet hosted by the Orcish nation.
Ugh.
Which is strangely like, they were good-paying customers.
And Polly knows better than to get anywhere close because splatter is definitely an issue.
Yeah. Can you give me a perception check, please? You could actually roll performance, even.
Huh.
If that's better. Because you are a bard.
Okay, can I do that instead?
Yes, please.
Polly rolls a 23.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, clearly hearing a progression of notes that sounds like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. And it seems to be getting louder, and you're good, you're tuned to hearing acoustics. It's coming from the fart.
Oh, this is bad.
It is a musical one.
Am I close enough to say something to my buddies that's not, going to be heard by everybody?
Well, I mean, it's the distance. Malibu and Ella could certainly hear it in a normal conversational tone.
Okay.
You might have to speak up a bit for Claudia, but she could get a perception check to see if she hears it.
Okay, so, you guys, I'm hearing this noise. Do you remember how they freaked out over bards over here? I think that fart cloud is musical. We should probably get away from it.
So it's a bean fart. Because it's the musical fruit.
Jumpin' Jim Dandy kind of bean farts.
Roll me a perception, Claudia.
Sparkly.
Alrighty.
You have no idea. They're just chattering. Malibu and Ella, you did hear this. The bean fart. The cloud is performing.
We don't want to be anywhere near a performing cloud. Especially not one that stinks that bad.
For real.
It doesn't smell bad to you.
Evidently it does to them.
Okay.
I never smell bad.
You just can't smell it because you're too far away.
But other than that, I think that's all I'm going to do. Just kind of warn them to get away.
Claudia.
That is me. And while she doesn't really mind the smell, she does notice that, her friends are suffering. She has a little bit of a heart in the dried cracked husk of her heart. There's still some feeling in there. So,
start with your
my
constitution
condolences.
check.
Constitution. Okay.
Constitution save, please.
Save. Here we go. 20.
You have no idea what these people clearly have not survived outside of the city.
Well, beavers are kind of related to badgers, and beavers, their glands are used for flavorings like vanilla and raspberry. So that's all she's detecting.
Can you please roll me an animal handling with advantage for that notice?
Oh boy.
You do remember. Actually, that cloud is coming distinctly from the musk gland of the badger.
Oh no! I have to
Take inspiration for the rest of the game, please.
Inspiration.
Yes, that means you get one do-over, should you fail badly. Okay, so yeah, you suddenly have this moment that it is actually enhanced somehow by the natural musk glands of a badger.
They're all shuddering.
Maybe that's why it doesn't bother because you have more sophisticated perfumery taste.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely. But she also, if possible, would like to try to pick up Honey and detach her from her fart cloud by kind of like burping her, because Claudia's not really good with handling animals, but she loves them from growing up with bears, so she would like to try.
Oh, okay. You can roll either athletics or animal handling or sleight of hand, whichever one is best.
Ooh.
Because honestly had no plans for it to attract
Oh my god! Well, that was a sucky roll.
I need you to make a second save as you have actually come in contact with the cloud, the entity.
No.
Sorry, what did you say? Constitution?
Constitution save, please. Oh my.
Oops.
Killed by my own hubris.
Do you want to use your inspiration immediately?
Yeah, I do.
You can re-roll that. Oh, inspiration. How... Oh, whew.
Yay!
I must say, how to describe it? Imagine being at a certain mass market chain buffet, as run by orcs, on all-you-can-eat chili night. That has just filled your soul. You are at disadvantage and half movement, but you have successfully detached the cloud from the anus of the badger.
Yay! I guess. But now we can move Honey away. And
Yes, Honey is detached, but now something has appeared.
oh my god, what is that?
That's a bigger fart cloud.
It is a bigger moving fart cloud.
It has a face.
It has a face, and it's going, "Who dares disturb me from my slumber?"
Shrimp dumplings.
Yeah. Claudia's gonna look at the dumpling guy from
We've
across the...
accidentally unleashed the fart gen.
Unleashed the fart gin.
This is not how I foresaw my death.
Now I'm wondering, where do fart gin live when they're not inside badgers?
Maybe that's the one true
I don't
vessel.
want to know.
Yeah, there's a fart gin. Let me just check in turn order, because whenever a new person comes in, it screws things up. Ella, you do get a turn. Ella, the fart has expanded, and now it has a face.
Great. That's delightful.
It's big.
Do I still need to do the Constitution save?
Yes, you do.
I got a 7.
You are hanging on to consciousness by a thread.
Great. Well, as a matter of self-preservation, I'm gonna come right over here.
Okay.
See if I can clear my head.
Do you have Arcana or Nature?
I do not have them trained, no.
Okay. I mean, you are a woman of the world and do have some spells, so you can make...
I do have animal handling.
I don't think that's gonna... History. I'll let you do history, but you do have disadvantage. It may be some sort of flatulence elemental? I mean, an elemental would be a living, sentient, talking construct of an element, but you have, as of now, never heard of one being created from badger flatulence.
It's gotta be the shrimp. I will relay that information to Polly and Malibu. I'm not gonna shout across to try to get Claudia, but...
How are you gonna relate it exactly? I want to hear this.
That this is a flatulence elemental. I'm not really sure where exactly they come from, and that I don't know that they're native to badger scent glands or anuses, but this is what we're dealing with.
A flatulental. Got it.
Flatulental, yeah.
All right.
I have never heard of such a thing. I guess you learn something new all the time.
Do you have anything else you'd like to do, Ella, or should we let...
I'm gonna let the clear air clear my head.
Elizabeth, since you are unconscious, please make a Constitution save. You are at disadvantage.
I feel like I need to revisit all of my decisions in life.
At least what you feed your badger.
You are holding strong. You are not getting worse.
I rolled
luckily.
a 15. Am I still unconscious?
You are starting to wake up. Can I have a perception check?
Well, sure.
You hear... Just remember, time is an illusion. Show me where you want to go.
Alrighty then.
What do you say or think in response to that?
I think, alrighty then.
It does sound like
Oh,
the Wayne's
God.
World thing, and I really want to say farty on.
Farty on. As we now have the title for the episode, Farty on, girls. Alright, that's a very interesting response. Okay, Elisabetta, would you please roll a d6 for me? Oh my. Would you consider yourself in a happy state of mind or a sad state of mind?
Well, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry.
Okay, so you're angry. Are you angry?
I'm irritated because
Irritated. Okay.
Got
Noted.
farted on by my badger and passed out.
Okay, very good. I need one last thing, a wisdom save, please.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Have you ever had a feeling of existential dread?
As a character or in real life?
In character.
Isn't that the entire year?
Yeah. In
real.
character, I mean, I think that in some ways, no, but in other ways, that has to be how she's living right now since she has no memory of her past. Take that as you will.
Because you got a 21. In the haze, and trust me, your mind is a haze. There's haze everywhere. Sparkling red mist surrounds your vision. But there is a shadow of darker, sparkly red mist in there. And it's like, it just looks at you. Well, you think it looks. It's kind of hard with a shifting mist thing, but it's like, who are you?
Did I just look into the abyss?
Yes, actually.
And
What do you say to the abyss?
It looked back at me and wants to know if I want fries. Are you serious?
Yeah. Who are you?
So I'll give her my best Tommy Lee Jones. I don't know.
I don't know. Irritated, I don't know, and a 6. Okay. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I'm good.
Well, Polly, what would you like to do?
Well, I think I'm going to sit here and I'm going to twirl my hair a little bit.
Constitution save to start. Bear in mind there is now a giant fartamental. Oh, for the first time, you are now at disadvantage in half movement rate, Miss Polly. The hairspray has apparently blown away.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah, you now get the meat sweats have started and the chili is on tap.
Golly, y'all. This ain't good. This ain't good.
But what's worse, the smell or your hair going flat?
My hair going flat.
Your hair is flattening.
I rolled a 20. Oh, I'm at a disadvantage, aren't I? I rolled a 10.
Yes, you are. There's a faint red shimmer around your companion.
Which one?
Elizabeth and Honey.
Your resident, if there's something that's going to go wrong, will die to demonstrate that that's happening.
And we appreciate that sacrifice, let me tell you.
I'm going to poke Ella in the side, kind of like a little hee-hoo tickle, and say, hey, are you seeing this too?
I guess I need to roll a perception.
Yes, you do. You are at disadvantage as well, because God is the smell of the bourgeoisie.
And I'm just not real perceptive to begin with.
There is a giant flatulence elemental kind of keeping you busy.
I see the big fart smoke cloud. I don't know what else you're talking about.
Sentient flatulence is threatening your life, and it's probably poor.
Right. Well, the fact that it smells so bad is just an indication that it's poor.
Did you make your Constitution save for the round? Oh no, we're still on Polly's turn. Polly, are you doing anything else?
I think I'm going to move back toward it and try to see if I can, take some of my natural awesomeness and exude it onto it and get rid of the smell. So I think I can move probably about there-ish.
Yep. You are approaching the giant flatulence. It is sparkly inside,
Ooh, pretty.
and it cocks its head as you actually approach it.
You're so sparkly.
But it smells.
But it's sparkly. Nobody's gonna smell you from up on a stage. They're just gonna see your glitter.
No, bad.
Do not fear me.
Who, me? Nuh-uh. Only thing I fear is an empty audience.
Strange. So strange.
Are y'all gonna make friends with a fart?
Well, I sure am gonna try. A little bit of southern hospitality won't ever hurt nobody.
You've got one more interaction with it before we're going to move your turn.
Your sparkliness, what should we call you? What's your name?
I am the eternal stench.
Oh, law, don't touch it.
That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Malibu is up.
I'm wondering if... I'm trying to decide if there's something I can...
Oh, you need your save, by the way. Your constitution
Oh, that's right,
save.
that's
You
right.
are at disadvantage.
Yes, I am. Am I still? Ooh, 22.
Yep. Nope, you do not get that. You get the 8. You're getting really slow.
I don't want the 8.
I know you don't want the 8,
I like
but
the
it
other one.
smells bad. You're teetering on the edge of consciousness and have a feeling that 10 more seconds of this, you're gonna be like the badger.
Okay.
By the way, make a perception too at disadvantage.
Okay. It's a 10.
Well, I mean, you do notice that the red sparkles are surrounding your companions over there. Polly and Ella are not doing... They're doing about as badly as you. Maybe Polly's a little better.
Yeah. Am I still moving 3 squares at a time?
Yeah, you can only move 3.
Okay. I want to try to get...
Said you're teetering on the edge of consciousness due to stench.
Yeah, but I've got a compatriot down, and I need to try to see to her, so I'm going to move.
There's also a big talking fart interacting with Polly.
Yeah, I know. But at least it's going that way. Maybe she can get it to walk off with her or something. But I've moved. I'm going to try to get over here to Elizabeth to try to help, because she's unconscious, right?
Yes, both she and Honey and the bugbear are all unconscious.
Yeah, well, I'm not
The
worried.
red sparkles, though, are only around Honey and Elizabeth.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
woozy. I'm half unconscious.
You're half
Yeah,
unconscious.
she's half unconscious. She's at that point where it's like, I can drive home. Really.
I'd be fine. I'd be fine.
I'm gonna try to get over here, and as soon as I can get close, I'm gonna try to heal you somehow with something. I don't know.
Okay.
But I guess
Doing
that'll be.
anything else?
But that'll be next
That's
time,
next
right?
turn.
Okay, then I'm done.
All right. Claudia Baron Liebhauer.
Alright. Claudia's gotten restless. And she says pretty loudly to everyone, "Okay, you guys, I've dealt with farts before. And what you need to do is light them on fire."
Please note, you need to make a constitution save. You are the only one currently not at disadvantage.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I suggested.
Oh, barely hanging on.
This is gonna be like all those YouTube videos where people walk up to a fire and go, more gasoline would be fun, and throw it and the whole yard explodes, right?
Yeah.
It could be.
Okay.
Fire and hairspray don't work well together.
Yeah, I know.
So you are saying fire. You are suggesting fire.
Yeah. But I want to make sure that everybody stands back a little bit. Like, I'm worried about Polly. I don't want her hairspray to catch on fire.
And keep in mind, the badger, although you have disconnected the badger anus from the flatulence, He's still very close.
All right. So she's gonna get her arrow out and cover it with oil at the end and light it on fire, but she's not gonna fire until everybody sees what she has in mind. Okay.
So you are prepping a fire arrow this turn is what your action is.
Yes.
Okay. You will be able to fire it next turn should you choose to.
Okay. And also, is she out of range personally enough that she wouldn't get hurt?
Have you ever fired an arrow at a fart before? A magical
fart.
Fart.
Possibly, but
I'll give you an intelligence save.
Intelligence, okay.
I don't know the correct roll for you would think maybe moving back a little bit might be better because fire tends to make gases expand explosively.
Okay. And, yeah, okay. So, maybe like right about there. And she's gonna yell at everyone to move back.
The unconscious people just go, ooh. Can I have a perception check, please, Claudia?
Oh, for me? Okay. Perception.
Only one not at a disadvantage. You definitely hear a louder
Yeah, we definitely need to explode this thing.
Are you doing anything else?
No, not this turn.
Elatas.
I'm just disgusted by this whole thing.
You are at disadvantage. Please make your
yes,
Constitution save.
Working on it.
You
I think
somehow
I've snapped out of it.
You have found the inner, expensive perfumed hanky and pulled yourself back. You are no longer at disadvantage.
Alright, so I was also thinking the whole light a match route to get rid of this dude, so let me see about burning hand.
Are you please note, are you aiming at the big one with the face talking to Polly, or the little cloud between the badger and the fartamental?
Well, I'm trying to decide whether I am actually in range or not. So, hang on just a second. Because it's 15 feet, so I am not quite in range. But
you now have normal movement back, by the way.
Okay. So, I will come a little bit closer to the fart smoke. Okay, yeah, that puts him in range.
We're all waiting with bated breath as she's probably looking at the sky.
I'm going to cast Burning Hand.
Alright, so you are firing Burning Hands. Was it at the fartamental or the cloud?
Yes, at the fartamental.
At the fartamental.
Yes.
Oh dear.
No, not oh dear. Oh hooray.
Who dares attack the eternal stench?
As the elemental turns from a pizza face to a very angry face and bright red. Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, 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 bum.
I think this is a pretty good place to zap, and we wait till next week to find out what happens with an angry fartamental.
Hold on to your noses.
And your hair.
Smells bad.
And your nose. And your butts.
So, even though our game might be over for the day, never fear. We have questions from our intrepid adventurers, do we not, Miss E.M. Kaplan?
I do. Asking from the Discord channel where you too can join the Authors of Dragons Discord and ask us any questions you like. Lamplighter asks, how old were you when you wrote your first book, and did you publish it? Do you still like it?
Okay, I'll go with this one. I was, I think, 15 And no, I didn't publish it, and God, no, I don't like it. It'll never see the light of day. But I wrote probably 2 or 3 full novels while I was in high school because that's the kind of nerdy kid I was.
I was the same nerdy kid, never fear.
We totally would have been friends. What about you, Sue?
So here's the weird thing. Like I always wrote. But I only finished short stories until I wrote Trials of Artemis. So I did publish the first thing I finished. But I have an unfinished novel that dates back to like 1982. And I've already called that eventually my death will be opening a closet and it falling on my head because there's like 50 different versions of it and it's very large and yeah. So there you go. Always a writer, but not a very good finisher.
Relatable.
I wrote a journal when I was a kid, like maybe 8, and I had maps, and I drew like all these kinds of like supporting documents for it because I'm also super nerdy. And that book eventually became my book called Unmasked. So that one was real. But I also wrote one after college, which is really terrible book, and it's so super angsty. And I have like pretty much, hopefully, destroyed every remaining copy.
Oh, I can't wait to find that.
Never.
I think my first novel I wrote when I was 30 because I was home. I just had a baby and I was home needing something to do. And so I started actually writing a novel then, and it has not been published. It may one day, who knows. But the first thing I actually wrote, I was 9, and it was a Wild Wild West fan fiction. And this was long before there was such a thing as fan fiction because it's long before there was an internet. And I still have it, and no one will ever see it. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to burn it before I die because it's really awful. Yeah, it's really
instructions
awful.
are destroy upon death.
Well, it's about James West and Artemis Gordon meeting up with a jewel thief who is a charming young woman, and she's called the Black Fox. And strangely enough, she looked a lot like me. Who knew? So,
Yeah.
but no, you will never read it.
Never?
Never. I've got it hidden away in the house. Nobody will ever find it.
Anyone
I
else
bet
on
I
that
could
one?
find it.
No coming over to my house, Melissa.
I know where you live.
No.
Do you guys want the next question? Do you want to move on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Aaron/Tiggy asks, do you believe in ghosts or the supernatural? How about we start with Melissa?
Yeah, I do. I seen too many strange things that I don't know how to explain otherwise to not. So yeah. I mean, I figure this is a really big world. There's lots of other things out in outer space, and who knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna fall in line with you and Mulder. I want to believe.
I
You
would
go
say
in the
that
mold.
I have a healthy skepticism about it, in that I don't completely believe it, but then again, I don't believe that it's impossible either. So I'm gonna ride the fence on that one.
It depends on what the thing is. Like aliens, for example. I do believe in extraterrestrial life. I believe in certain like unexplained phenomenon. Like there are still things that are unexplained. Do I necessarily feel like there's little green men or ghosts per se in the way like you would think in a fictional context, or vampires or werewolves? Probably not. But I mean, I certainly think there's a lot of room of gray areas on the edge of our perception that kind of are neat to me. And
I believe in reincarnation, and so my idea of ghosts is a little bit different from the standard, haunting your house kind of thing. But yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, you guys may not know this, but I hunt ghosts.
Oh,
We have
cool.
all the
For real?
equipment. We're like the frickin' Ghostbusters. We've done
cool.
the Trans-Allegheny overnight lock-in, which, if you're not familiar, Trans-Allegheny is a former lunatic asylum in West Virginia.
Cool. I want to
And we
go.
do all the supernatural stuff. We've been to the Mothman Festival. My brother was a Bigfoot investigator for many years.
Oh, neat.
Yes, you have suggested I raise my freak flag here. So am I going to say, oh, I absolutely know exactly how this works and why it is and all this, that, and the other? No, obviously not. But it is fascinating, and I have both myself had experiences, and I know people who've had lots and lots of experiences, and I've been blogging about it for quite a while on arcanehour.com. So yeah, like there's something there, there's more than heaven and earth than I can define. But yeah, that's a big interest for us, the supernatural stuff and what is really going on. We don't know yet.
That's pretty much exactly what I wanted to say, but way better.
There's more in heaven and earth than is dreamt of in your philosophy. There's a little shake.
Yeah, that.
Awesome. All right,
Neat.
let's move on. General Kenobi asks, well, you have to write yourself into one of your books as a character. How would you do it?
It's always a tricky one, the Mary Sue problem, where someone always inserts themselves into their book. Is it Mary Sue? Is that the character?
Yeah.
Like Lincoln?
Mary Sue, yeah.
I would say that probably a lot of my characters have a little bit of me in them. Not all of them, and it's sometimes just like one trait that I can exploit, but I don't think that I could put my whole self in as a character. It's just not gonna happen, because I would never finish it. And it's easier to break the self up into little aspects and drop them in there so you can like tell little truths throughout your fiction without somebody necessarily picking up on all of it.
Character has a little chunk of yourself.
Yeah.
I agree. My main character in Mad Kestrel is not me, but she's me. There's so much of what how she thinks and behaves that is from my psyche, even though she's not me at all. So
When
My characters are definitely not me.
the escapism. When I wrote the Fandango the Fantastical origin story for John Hartness, I actually put myself in that one in the beginning as a gnome cleric midwife who helps the arrival of Fandango.
Nice.
And yeah, that was me.
It's all your fault.
It is all your fault. I will say people have accused me of being in my stories, particularly like Georgia in Rules Undying, mostly because I think her voice, that's the weird thing. It's like her voice is mine, but she's like the well-adjusted, non-ADHD version of me. So I guess that would be the closest. But she's not me. I'm actually probably more Mr. Lamley, if you've read my books, than anyone else in the story. I'm really the insecure one who's important but doesn't want to admit it. I'm not a British vampire, though, in case you were wondering.
I got a lot of that out of my system because when we were teenagers, we wrote a series of short stories that were, to your point, it's fanfic before we all knew what fanfic was.
Right.
But we were writing Star Trek fanfic, and we were all on our own Constitution class ship. So for like 10 years, we wrote all these stories, and basically all my friends were in the crew, and people loved the series of stories so much who were in it that various people in the group wrote different stories. So we got it all out of our systems when we were young. If I had to put myself in one of the books that I currently have, I don't know exactly how I would do that. That is an interesting question, right? Like, especially because I'm doing historical. Because I have always said that if I were to go back in history, I would be dead at the age of 20 from consumption because I have no constitution.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting idea. Just like everybody else, I'm like, well, there are parts of me in all my characters, but none of them are, definitely me.
Oh, man. So, that was quite a game. Hopefully, next time we will find out what happens when farts attack. If you guys live that long, when in doubt, set it on fire, right, ladies?
Of course.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
I smell pretty good.